Coach Lord, you just won your first game of the season. Ring that bell! Woo! The UTRGV Coaches Show starts now! Coach Lord, ready to shine? This is a nice car.
Rally the Valley here at North Park, Lexus.
You ready to go do a coach's show?
Let's go do it.
Let's do it. Welcome to the UTRGV Coaches Show. I'm Jonah Goldberg, and we're joined this week by UTRGV Women's Basketball Head Coach Lane Lord here at North Park Lexus, Rio Grande Valley, which is more than just a car dealership. It's quite an experience, wouldn't you say, Coach?
It is. It's like being on vacation. And anything you can want, you can get here at North Park. Just besides a car, you can get a massage. You got Starbucks, and just luxury everywhere. Outdoors, the garden area is beautiful. And just a great place to be.
And it's all free, not the cars. but the massages, the Starbucks. Before the show, Coach Lord said, man, I need some water. So I said, well, why don't you go to the Starbucks? It's free. And he looked at me and said, it's free? Well, yeah, you can get anything you want.
Everything's first class here. And, you know, what makes this place not just the amenities, but the people, first class people. And, you know, every one of their salesmen, every person that works here is just top notch, good people.
Well, Coach, you're a couple weeks into your season now, coming off of your first win, 74-70 over McNeese on Sunday. Tell us about that victory.
It was a great victory. We spent our first week on the road and played a top 20 team, really tight. And I think you said it the other day, we could have easily been 3-0. We went 0-3 on the road, but got some great experience. And then we got to come back home and play in front of our home crowd. It's been a long time since we've had fans in the stands, and you know, I had our band there, cheerleaders, those kind of things that we really enjoy. So the atmosphere was great. Coming off a big South Padre Island event the night before with the men's program. Yeah, we had a great first home game. Got up 19 in the fourth quarter, and then we had to hang on. The game's never over, and certainly wasn't. And we were able to make some big free throws down the stretch.
Sarah Bershears had a redunculous game. 29 points, 13 rebounds, career highs for the double-double. Hit, 6 three-pointers? Wow.
Yeah, she had a great night, and we really challenged her on the defensive glass. It felt like in our last game against Northern Colorado that she could really help us out on the glass, and she took that challenge and really did a great job. Had some huge rebounds in the fourth quarter. But she's our go-to player, and 6 for 10 from threes. Had a 50% shooting night, and was just active all night long on both ends of the floor.
She's only a sophomore, and I put that in air quotes because Sarah Bershears is in her third year here, but last year didn't count toward eligibility. So academically a junior, eligibility-wise a sophomore, and I mean, she's already become such an important player. And I remember as a freshman, you were talking about how she could be starting, and I thought, new incoming freshman is going to be a starter. What are you talking about? Now I look back and say, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, when healthy, you know, she's in her third year, but really on the basketball floor, this is really her second year. She's missed half of 2 seasons with injury, and but when she's healthy, you can see she's one of the best players in the WAC conference, and she can be a dominant player for us. But I think the best thing that she's a great passer too. She's not just a scorer. She can really find her teammates in the open floor, and you know, the team we were playing last night, McNeese, played a lot of zone, and she was able to. I think we had 20 assists last night, so and she had a few of those along with Janae Williams. But just a complete player. As long as she's healthy, we're going to have a really good chance in every game.
How big has Janae Williams been in your point guard position?
She's been great for us. She hasn't scored a lot yet. We need her to score more, but she always takes care of the basketball. She finds the open man. I believe last night she had 8 assists, 8 of those 20 assists, and she's steady. That's what I like about her. Extension of the coaching staff, and really a basketball IQ type of player. She understands the game. She wants to be a coach, and you always love to have, again, a sophomore with the COVID. So we're excited about this year and the next 2 years with her. Jonah, every one of our players is going to have a master's degree by the time they get out of here.
They should.
It's pretty awesome.
I mean,
Awesome.
We talk about wanting to get our student athletes ready to excel when they graduate, and the idea that they could all have master's degrees, I mean, that's a huge thing. Nobody should wait 12 years like I did to go get their master's. Get it right away if you can.
That's right. I call them the top 8%ers. The top 8% of the people in the world have a master's, and every one of our players, because of COVID and getting our years of eligibility back, every player on our team should have a master's by the time they leave UTRGV, and it's pretty sweet.
It's going to help them a lot when they're in the job world, and got a lot of great graduate programs here at UTRGV, and you already have grad students on the roster. One of them, a graduate transfer, Taylor Muff, who she has been one of your best players this year down low. She had a double-double yesterday, or on Sunday, I should say. And you mean to tell me she played volleyball the last 4 years?
Phenomenal athlete. Was a 6-time state champion in the hurdles in high school. She only lost 2 races in her whole high school career in the hurdles, 100-meter and 300-meter hurdles. She also is an all-state volleyball and all-state basketball player, leading scorer in the history of Pittsburgh High School, Pittsburgh, Kansas, in basketball. So just a great athlete. Chose volleyball, as did her 2 sisters, older sisters. In fact, her oldest sister, Alex Muff, played 4 years of volleyball at Kansas State, and then played her 5th year for me at Pittsburgh State, and she was our starting center there at Pittsburgh State. So this is the second time through with the Muff family. Coach Muff, her dad, was a longtime coach at Pittsburgh State on the men's side. So a lot of family ties. Our daughters are best friends. And so to get Taylor here and to see what it's like riding a bike with her. It's been 4 years since she's played and really picked up a basketball. I had this summer to get back into it, and her first game she has 13-9 against the 20th ranked team in the country. So it just shows you she knows how to play. And last night she had a phenomenal game. I believe she had 23 points, 10 rebounds. It really just showed how good she can really be.
I mean, she was personally outscoring McNeese for the first 15 minutes of the game. And you look at what she's done. I'm curious, when she got here over the summer, was there even a day where she had to get used to basketball again, or did she just hit the ground running?
No, she really hit the ground running. I think she'll tell you that, volleyball and basketball, there's a lot of similarities. Certainly there's more running in basketball with the lateral movement and, her ability to jump quick. You can see that. She played volleyball. She jumped center for us at 6 foot, so you can just tell she's that athletic. But the girls were, the rest of the teammates were very surprised when she showed up the first day, and it looked like she's played basketball for 5 years. So she's that type of athlete. The greatest thing about Taylor Muff is she brought instant leadership. She's been on a championship culture at Northern Colorado in volleyball, and she brought that to our team, and she's been a tremendous leader for us.
Now, did you have to remind her that when she's trying to block a shot, the hands have to go straight up? She can't go like that?
Yeah, she's I think the all-time leading volleyball kills holder at Northern Colorado, but no, she's done pretty well for us on that end too. She did foul out last night, but had a great game.
Well, it's definitely been impressive to watch her play. And then, on your team, you mentioned you've got a few newcomers. What have you seen from some of them so far?
Well, we're getting pretty good production out of Brooke Jessen. Undersized post, but really knows how to use her body. And I believe she had 12 points last night. She's a freshman, again, a state champion, 3A player of the year in Idaho. So she's been around winning. And I think she has a really high ceiling. Maria Lorente had a little bit of a rough game yesterday, but she's got a chance to be a really good player for us. Junior college transfer from Spain. Played really well at South Florida. and we got to continue to get her consistent. But then we have Casey Kyle, who's also a freshman, that's giving us quality minutes. And, we've got a good core group of freshmen, and then 2 transfers in Taylor Muff and Lorentes. So we're excited about the future. We mostly have sophomores on the team and freshmen, so we feel like we've got the core here now. Now we just got to continue to grow together.
You mentioned the number of your players were state champions. How important is it to get kids who have that winning background?
I think it's the most important thing, especially when you talk about culture. Culture starts with doing daily habits the correct way and on and off the floor. And if you recruit kids that have won state championships, they've been through that grind. They understand what it takes to be a student and an athlete. And we certainly have those. Casey Kyle, 2-time state champion. Of course, Taylor Muff, Brooke Jessen. You go up and down the list. Haley Jones. We can keep going, but we have a lot of state champions, and we have some coaches' kids. Janae Williams. And you recruit coaches' kids and state champions, and over time when they become juniors and seniors, you got a chance to be really good.
UTRGV women's basketball is back on the court on Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So you get your shopping in Friday, you get your turkey in Thursday. Saturday, women's basketball, 1 p.m. against future WAC opponent Southern Utah at the UTRGV Fieldhouse. Get your tickets now at utrgvtickets.com. He's Lane Lord. He's the head coach of the UTRGV women's basketball team. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, John. I appreciate you.
We'll be back in a minute with UTRGV Vice President and Director of Athletics, Chase Conk. This is the UTRGV Coaches Show from North Park Lexus, Rio Grande Valley.
In the minute it takes to knock back your drink, spot your new crush, or cheer on the home team, you could do something that really makes a difference. Sign up as an organ donor. In less than a typical timeout, you could sign up to save 8 lives. It sure beats using a minute to mustard that hot dog. Sign up at tosa1.org.
The Rio Grande Valley is growing every day. That's why you need a team you can trust. 2 stations, 2 languages.
Se le pide a cualquier persona con información.
The most experienced news anchors in the valley.
And Andina Herrera Garza.
The largest weather team keeping you informed in English.
The tracker front updates forecast.
Y en español.
Te le voy a estar explicando un poco más de eso.
A sports team covering the RGV like no one else.
What this win means.
We're live in the morning, at noon, and in the evenings. Anytime you need us, we're online and on social media too. We do this all in both languages.
We are tracking breaking news.
Nosotros estamos aquí para platicarles cómo va.
Who else can deliver this type of coverage?
Tonight at 10 in the meantime, have a great evening.
No one. Channel 5 News
And Azteca Valle.
working together for you.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Now hiring awesome crew. Apply at workatcanes.com.
I got mine because I'm a former student athlete.
I've got mine because the UTRGV Vaqueros are a hometown team.
I've got mine. Visa.
I've got mine because I'm a proud alumni.
I've got mine.
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 I've got mine. Go Vaqueros.
Get yours. UTRGV basketball season tickets are on sale now. Visit goutrgv.com/tickets to get yours today.
Town Place Suites by Marriott, Edinburgh's newest destination spot and a host hotel of UTRGV athletics with the amenities that a frequent long-stay traveler or visiting team in town to take on the V-Nation looks for. The nightlife is amplified with Ignite Lounge, a great way to wrap up a long workday or celebrate a big win. Town Place Suites by Marriott on Trenton in between Business 281 and Sugar Road and minutes away from the excitement of UTRGV. Town Place Suites by Marriott, Edinburgh.
Woo, I like the wheels, Chase.
I appreciate it, Jonah. How great is Jose and this Lexus family?
I love coming here because I get to drive a new car every week.
It's a pretty good deal. You ready to record a show?
Let's do it.
All right.
Welcome back to the UTRGV Coaches Show. At North Park Lexus Rio Grande Valley, I'm Jonah Goldberg. This is Chase Conk. He's the UTRGV Vice President and Director of Athletics. Thank you for not only joining us, but wearing the exact same clothes as you did last week.
It's magic, Jonah. My wardrobe is limited, but I can tell you it's very heavy in the orange and gray.
I know the feeling. I've worn this polo every single show. Folks at home, you weren't hallucinating. It's true. I have. It's okay, though, because we have much more exciting things to talk about. We're now about 2 weeks out from when a student referendum passed at UTRGV that, pending UT System Board of Regents approval, will lead to the creation of football, women's swimming and diving, marching bands, and expanded spirit programs at UTRGV. Now, UTRGV Division I Athletics competes in the Western Athletic Conference. Now, football, there are a couple different levels of Division I football. UTRGV would be an FCS program, Football Championship Subdivision. What does that mean?
So obviously both levels are Division I. The FCS level, a little unique, 63 scholarships, so less than at the FBS level, but still Division I competition. The piece that I think is really special about Division I FCS is the playoff, the true playoff that you get to be a part of to compete for a national championship. Several years back, that playoff was expanded to 24 teams. So you really get to watch some great football here in just a week or two as the field is announced that will compete, over the next several weeks for the national championship game that is actually played in Frisco, Texas. And that's another piece of this that I think for us is very applicable, is that the national championship for the last several years and for the foreseeable future will be in the DFW area. You look at Sam Houston, you look at their success over the last several years. I believe they're maybe on an 18 or 19 game win streak. Very, very successful FCS program. But you also look at the Montana States. Obviously Stephen F. Austin, Lamar, Abilene Christian in our league, Incarnate Word. James Madison has been a long-time FCS program. They're going to make that jump here in the next couple of years to FBS. But it's a great level of football. And the other thing is, we have the ability to compete and to play in facilities and stadiums that already exist in the Rio Grande Valley. And so what we did is when we went back to the drawing board and really looked at bringing this referendum, this proposal to our students, we wanted to make sure we found the best way to do it and the most economical way to do it. And not having to build a stadium was a big piece of this. So that saved us a tremendous expense. But still at the FCS Division I level, you get the same pageantry and the spirit, the inclusiveness with campus, the marching band, the expanded spirit. And so this is a great level for us to compete in, and in our community, we're going to have a chance to watch some really, really good college football on Saturdays.
Well, it's really exciting, and you mentioned that we don't have to build a facility, so where will UTRGV football play?
Yeah, great question. So preliminary discussions both in Brownsville and Edinburgh. HEB Park here in Edinburgh is a phenomenal facility, state of the art, very new as far as construction, and it seats about 10,000. And so that's a great venue for us here in the Upper Valley. We're in early discussions with the Brownsville Independent School District and Sam's Memorial Stadium. Again, a stadium with a lot of history, seats close to 10,000 as well. And the city is going to put in some investment there into their stadium over the next couple of years, parking and some fan amenities. And so two great venues. But then as you look at spring practice and spring games and the scrimmages, spring ball has become very, very popular in the college football landscape. And so being able to play our scrimmages and our games at other venues possibly throughout the valley makes this inclusive, and that's what we want to be, is inclusive, not just in where we're going to play during the fall, but also in the spring as well.
Well, that's really exciting. Give everybody a chance to go out and see, and of course the other question is, who are they going to get to see on the field?
As far as our student athletes are concerned, we're very fortunate to live in a state that has unbelievable sports, but really, really good high school football. And then if you look immediately here into the Rio Grande Valley and you see the strength and the progress of high school football here in the RGV, really, really proud that 25% or so of our student athletes currently are from the Rio Grande Valley. And so our coaches recruit home first. They start here in the valley and then work their way out. That will be the same with our women's swimming and diving programs, and the same with our football program. Our coaches will make sure that we're keeping the best here in the valley Valley, giving opportunities to high school student athletes from the Rio Grande Valley, but then also maximizing the potential we have in the state of Texas, and hopefully in short order building a very competitive, successful program.
So you mentioned coaches. So who are the coaches going to be?
Well, Jonah, that's it's a little quick. I'll need at least a few weeks, but no, we're going to start that process sooner than what probably people think. You know, there's a good chance that we'll have a coach on campus for our football program late 2022, early 2023. Again, pending the UT System Board of Regents approval. Those things will be set in motion, you know, here pretty soon. From a swimming and diving standpoint, we'll likely hire a coach sometime in the summer, early summer of 2023. That program will actually compete a year earlier. So swimming and diving will start in 2024. Probably October, November of that fall, and then football will follow in fall of 25. You know, and as you think and you get excited about the future, you think about 2025. That's going to be the 10th anniversary of UTRGV, and so what a special year to celebrate all the success we've had as an institution, the School of Medicine, the expanded curriculum, all the things that we've been able to create as a university, and then you add this piece of a college football game day for our university. It's fun to think about.
Now, Chase, if I live in Brownsville and there's a game at HEB Park in Edinburgh, that's a long drive for me. How am I getting to that game?
Well, for our students, and this was our promise to our students, we will transport our students back and forth, whether we're playing in Brownsville and it's our students in Edinburgh, or it's a Brownsville student trying to get to a game in Edinburgh. We will transport and provide that shuttle service on game day for our student body. But the great thing is, you know, to be able to go watch Division I football right now, you know, the closest place is San Antonio or Houston. So while it may be an hour drive from Edinburgh to Brownsville or vice versa there, it's still a really easy trip down the expressway to come watch a really exciting brand of Division I college football.
That's a fair point. I know I've done it, and I'm sure you at home have done it, making the drive up to San Antonio or Austin or Houston or even Waco. Maybe even a little further. Some people like to go to College Station too, but they're not in our system, and go to get a college football game. So actually, this is super convenient. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it takes a village. It's been a team effort, Jonah. You've been here 14 years associated with the athletics department in the university, and you know, Dr. Maggie Hinojosa, we can't say enough about Dr. Hinojosa as a co-sponsor of this referendum and the proposal this fall. The work from her office and her team. It was so fun to watch all of our coaches and student athletes come together over the last few weeks and really try to help promote the vote, and working with our student leaders on campus. It's really a proud moment to be associated with UTRGV and to see 5,700 students turn out in the student vote. You don't see that on a college campus. You know, to have that large of representation for a student vote of any kind is very, very impressive. So a team effort, and just excited to be a part of it.
Now, as long as we're talking about big deals at UTRGV, we need to shift gears to April 26th at 6:30 p.m. at UTRGV Baseball Stadium at 920 North Sugar Road in Edinburgh, because the UTRGV baseball team, for the first time since 1971, is going to be hosting Texas.
What a night that's going to be. What a night at the ballpark that's going to be. You got to start with Coach Matlock, a testament to what he has built and what he is building, and to be able to attract the flagship of our institution to the Rio Grande Valley. Coach has done an incredible job recruiting the Valley, bringing in talented young men to compete for us, and competed for championships. Won a regular season championship, and last season had a chance to win the conference tournament out in Arizona. So a testament to him, a testament to our facility. We've got a great ballpark, 5,000 seats. We may try to expand it a little bit that night because I think it's going to be a tough ticket to find. But we're really excited to have the University of Texas here. And as you look at Texas Tech coming in basketball, we had University of Texas women 2 or 3 years ago in the field house. We had the University of Oklahoma at Bird Ogden Arena a couple of years ago as well. That's what we want. We want to be able to bring in great programs to compete against, but not just compete against them, but bring them to the Valley and do it here at home. You look at what Coach Matlock's been able to do with Kansas State coming in, or Texas Tech on the baseball side. And not only are we competing against these teams, but we're winning a few of them. And that's the goal, is to continue to build our brand, give our community the opportunity to watch great baseball or great basketball, and then ultimately be very competitive and win a few of these along the way.
Fun fact, the last time Texas came down here, Legacy Institution Pan American took 3 out of 4. They ended up taking 5 out of 6 that year, including sweeping Texas away in the district championship to reach the College World Series, and that's probably why Texas never came back. So excited to have them back and have another chance to beat them. Chase Conk, UTRGV Vice President and Director of Athletics. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Jonah. Guarantee
your tickets to the UTRGV baseball game against Texas by getting season tickets. Log on to utrgvtickets.com. We'll be back in a moment to wrap things up on the UTRGV Coaches Show at North Park Lexus, Rio Grande Valley.
We all want the best for our families, to love, to laugh, to live a healthy life. At UT Health RGV, we believe every family should have access to the most advanced medical care right here, close to home. With over 100 board-certified doctors at 20 locations valley-wide, with life-saving procedures and treatments that keep you and your family healthy, UT Health RGV is here for you. High-quality care for every patient, for every family. Find your way to the best care at uthealthrgv.org.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Support. Some call it the foundation of success. Joining the V Club assists in the success of our student athletes. Preparing our student athletes for excellence in life.
Thanks for tuning in for this week's edition of the UTRGV Coaches Show. Missed an episode? Want to watch one again? Then check out archived episodes on our YouTube channel. Go utrgv.com/coaches show. My thanks to UTRGV women's basketball head coach Lane Lord and UTRGV Vice President and Director of Athletics Chase Conk for joining us this week. Next week, Coach Lord is back, as is UTRGV men's basketball head coach Matt Figger. But for now, this is Jonah Goldberg saying so long from North Park Lexus, Rio Grande Valley. This has been the UTRGV Coaches Show. Get your V's up.